Good day, everyone, and welcome to episode 38 in our series on Airport CEO. This episode is proudly sponsored by, well, actually nobody except me. I'm sponsoring it. But there you go. So I am the sponsor and producer of this wonderful video extravaganza. So settle back and relax while we continue to expand our airport. You may recall that our last episode went surprisingly and extremely well. We had no trouble anywhere, and in fact, we had a lot of fun down here with our new virtual reality baggage handling system, which was really quite the entertaining thing. And in this episode, we are going to just go ahead and do a little bit of expansion because I have done a few things before I started the video officially. The first thing I did was I went to the offered contracts and once again found there were no new airlines that wanted to come to our airport. So we are going to be limited in an expansion. And secondly, I went and raised capital. We had 261 shamolis in the bank, and we now have just over 355,000 shamolis in the bank. And I did that primarily so that we could just be getting along with building things and not waiting around for the money to pile up. It does prove, however, and very happily prove, that we are a financially viable airport. And despite the fact that we have possibly reached the limit of the aircraft we can handle, on the basis that there aren't being any more provided for us, we're doing pretty well as a business. So, first order of business I would like to do is go to procurement and have a look at the things we haven't done yet, and particularly interested in food franchises at this stage. Now, I picked food franchises for no other reason that I know there are coffee shops in there. And I have not had a coffee at my airport since we started this series 37 episodes ago. So I think it's time we all just sat down, had a bit of a chill and a coffee. So first cab off the rank for me is food franchises. So I'm going to go and do that straight away. And then while we're on that, let's have a look at setting up a remote, medium-sized aircraft stand. Now, I have not done this. I have not read the developer's notes. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm going to go with this. Could all end horribly, but let's give it a shot anyway. So my theory would be that we put a boarding gate and a hole in the wall on this side of East 04, and then we can have our seating arrangements here, and then we'll work out what we do from there. So I'm going to just dive in and start spending money because that's the kind of thing I do. Rational approach in the corporate world, just jump in and spend money. Why wouldn't you? You know what? I just let's do that because it is symmetrical then, isn't it? No, symmetrical. Asymmetrical is when it isn't symmetrical. Something like that. Okay. So then we're going to put a door in because I think that's probably something we should have. A door. And we'll match it up. Let's go down in here a bit more. We'll match it up with the other side because, you know, that could be a little bit of OCD coming out there. Oh, dearie me. I was sick a couple of weeks ago, and I still have got issues um, with the throat and a little bit of coughing every now and again. It's just been so hard to shake. Um, Hang about. I've lost my train of thought. Oh, desks, desks, desks. Check in. No, boarding. Yeah, you're boarding. We need to turn you around, and we need to do that. Yeah, we need to do that. Okay. So far, no one's been killed or injured, so it's all going very well. We will continue. Large size, yes. Yes. I say yes because who wants to say no, right? And so far, this arrangement has worked fairly well for the other medium stands where we put in the desk. Ferns, as we all know, are the go-to plant, if for no other reason that they look really nice. And if is it maidenhair? Maidenhair ferns weren't so finicky, I would have many more of them in my living space because I just happen to think they're really nice. But having said that, though, I must also say that I've had very little success in keeping them alive. The last time I tried to have maidenhair ferns in my place, um, is that lined up? That doesn't look like it's lined up to me. Just hang on a sec. No, I was checking out the two doors, and what you can obviously see is me holding up the straight edge of an A4 sheet of paper to make sure that those doors on the opposite walls are lined up, and in fact they are. So, yeah, last time I had maidenhairs, I lost. I had four, I think. I lost three, like very quickly, and the fourth one only survived because I put it in the most obscure place in the flat where I was living, and it thrived there. The problem is, of course, where it was, no one ever saw it. It was on top of a cupboard in a second room, like, and no one ever saw it. So there's not much point having it, really. Okay, we're still over 300,000 mark. We're doing pretty well. Um, let's have a look at remote stands and see what. Okay, hang on a minute. Where would you go to look at this? Transport and infrastructure. Anything in here in remote stands? See, this is what happens when you don't read airside shuttle bus. Enables passengers to be transferred to and from remote stands. Connects to service roads. Aha! Well, we definitely want one of those. Absolutely, we want one of those. So it's a bus service. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? So we will put you there, there, there. You know what? Not there, because when you come out of there, you've got to cross the road. So we need pedestrian crossing, which the exorbitant cost of airside shuttle service, right? So we've crossed the road, and we probably will go there. What do you think? I'm going to go with why not. Then we probably should put in a pedestrian way because, people walking, not wanting to be on the grass and everything. Hardly the luxury airport if you're going to be stuck on the grass. Um, I'm thinking some lighting would probably be okay there if I knew where I could get lighting from. Infrastructure, lights, no, decoration. Yeah, lighting is a decoration because, frankly, who needs to see at night? I mean, really, you just, you just, you just, you just cross the road. Wow, look at that. Okay. You just cross the road and there you have it. I think I'll wait till the bus stop is actually built. So if we assume, which is always a bit dangerous, that the remote stand, the bus needs to go to a stand, then we need to run tarmac, taxiways even, down to taxiway foundation, down to where our remote stand is going to go. And my guess would be 6. Did I make that 6? It would appear that I did. How about we put it all the way down here? And that way it will look impressive when when and we're going to go high quality. Whoa, you bet we are. There, maybe. Does that look good? Well, that sort of justifies it being all the way out there, doesn't it? Or should we just put it up here? Look, I think we can be neat and tidy and just put it there, frankly. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Okay, and then I think we need to run our service road. I think it's 2 from memory. Okay. What we probably need to do is go back to procurement while we're just thinking about this and get a bus. Now, he says, service car. Service car to get ramp agents around, belt loader truck. Yeah, why not? Okay, so I'll get one of those, 2 of those. I think we've got stair trucks and okay, let's get an airside shuttle bus. Let's get okay, what are you doing? What happened there? I know what happened there. Let's get a service car and a belt loaded, 2 belt loaded trucks. Well, we just ordered one. We're silly. Okay, we're getting an airside shuttle bus, a belt loaded truck, and a service car. From a remote stand to a gate or the other way around. This is your number on choice for any transfer need. I think that should be a 1, but that's okay. And I love the sound of rain. Let's just listen to that for a minute. There is nothing like sitting near an open window or a porch or something in the rain coming down. It's just soothing. Okay. Of course we can't look at that. And of course we can't look at that because you're still building. We might just want to speed this up. All the head 2/3. Very good. Okay, building nicely. Airside shuttle buses here, belt loader truckers here, and the new product has arrived. Food franchises, yes. All right. Now, one of the difficulties I have with food franchise when I built them before is that it's very hard to tell how much space you actually need to build the franchise. It is not intuitive at all. So I think for my first cup of coffee, we should probably put it up here because that's where the staff is. R is. The bathrooms are nearby, which if you drink enough coffee is almost required. And I think that's the place for a coffee shop. So, how big is a coffee shop? Commerce. What's this? Display fridge, cafe counter, and seating. Laptop table and a sofa. Oh, trash can. Cool. So we need a food room. Sure, why not? Let's do that. Okay, we're secure and we've got space. Um, so let's make it reasonably big. No, not that big. Reasonably big, like that. Um, let's give it a counter. Sure, we need to have a counter so we can sell things, and I can't tell which end of this is customer end and which end is the people end. So one, two, possibly in the middle, like so. Some display fridges, which, oh my goodness, I cannot see these. How do you know? How do you know which is where and what? I think it's that. Wow, I can't tell. Well, you know what? We'll soon find out. Let's have another look at them. Okay, so the round things on the left must be the top. The round things on the left must be the top. So in putting against the other wall, it must be that way. Got it. 2, 3, and round things are at the top left, like so. All right. So that kind of works. Now we're going to put in. Is it raining again? I love that sound. A square table or round. We're going to go round, and we're going to put tables in for patrons to sit at. Sure. Um, I'm kind of making this up as I go along. Okay, and then we're going to put some chairs in, medium quality, low quality. Well, I mean, I like to sit down and relax while I'm having a cup of coffee, so I'm going to go with the medium quality there. Um, you're going to be a little bit more exclusive. I'm just going to put 2 there, and this one will be 4. All right, that's our first cafe counter. So I think we want to get a business, maybe, don't we? We could. We could. Food room 1. What's this? Scan. Sign contract. Well, yeah, it'd be good if we had one. Hilltop Cafe. That's only a 1. Petite Bissou. Who are you? No. Status closed. Food room. Cafe. Oh, there you go. 2, 4, 5 star. Definitely want that. Closed. Oh, because nothing's been built. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Impatient CEO type of an airport. Learn to wait. That's what you say. Okay, still waiting for our medium stand down here. Oh, there you go. We can see where we can put the lights now. Very useful. All right. Decoration, wasn't it? Lights. No, what? No, decorations. Lights, medium quality. So like so, like so. Uh, it's not very good when you're. I still like to call them passengers. I really don't like this whole customer thing on airlines. Yeah. Anyway, we're going ahead, and I think we might have to go all ahead full. How are we doing money wise? Down to 92,000, but I think we'll be okay soon. Okay, we've still got to build the taxiway down there, and we've still got to build the stand. So we might be a little way away from getting done. So in the meantime, in the last episode, I think we also talked about filling in these sections here between our aircraft stands, just to make it look like we had the whole airport aproned, as it were. So I think we should go ahead and do that. Um, don't think it's going to be that expensive. Well, I was wrong again, but that's okay. I'll make a habit of doing that. Let's do that. Let's do these two. That's $12,800. That we can afford that just at the minute, and I'll have a look at that and see what that looks like later on. I wonder if you could put taxiway lights in as well. Quite possibly not. Okay. There's our stand. Looking good so far. So we could actually just um, we'll call this East Remote 1. There is a possibility that we will put more in. We need an attached boarding desk. Yes, I understand that. Do I? Yes, I think I do. All right. Stand connection. This boarding gate is not connected to a stand and cannot board passengers. Remote stand. Okay, but so how do I connect the stand? See, you are not helping me. This stand does not accept commercial. Right. Repair stand, no. Stand upgrades, no. Stand upgrades, no. Okay. All right. Remote stand. Okay. Connect stand. There you go. Would be helpful if I could read English. Connect airside shuttle stop. Aha. So far, that looks amazingly good. Uh, can we also connect baggage? Repair stand, no. Sure. Not saying anything about baggage. Right, there you go. Ooh, this stand is remote. Service car stop connection. Stand is deactivated, cannot transfer employees. Ooh. Service car stop connection. Service car stop connection. Service car. Well, let's put the pushback point in anyway while we're here. If you wouldn't mind just moving, please. No, of course you're not. All right. All right. Hold on. Pushback point. That pushback point. Well, that's inconvenient, I would have said. Connect service car stop. How do you do that? Service car stop. All right, hold on. We're missing something. Service car stop enables employees to be transferred to and from remote stands, connects to service roads. Okay. Well, my feeling is we should probably put it down here in. See, how do they get there though? How do they get there? Well, there's a door there. That is a long way away. All right, let's just put it out here for now because we've got people coming out here. Insufficient funds. Whoa, we're out of money. How did we do that again? Economy. See, this is not helpful. Wow, we spent $405,000. I don't know how. Maybe we bought fuel. The problem is you can't see anything. Okay. Well, we're just going to have to sit here. I think we need to invoke the magic of, we're at all ahead full. I think we're going to have to go to warp factor 1 now. So I will see you all on the other side of an edit after we've got up to $100,000. See you soon. It's always disconcerting to come out of warp drive and go back to impulse engines. But here we are, and we now have 101,000 denaries in the bank account, and we are ready to do some more building. Now, first of all, I think we should put in our taxiway paths for our new. Actually, let's just go to there. Taxiway paths for our new remote stand. Very good. And then go back, if I can remember where I had it, infrastructure, and put in our service car stop, which we are going to do right here next to that access route there. So staff should be able to get out there and passengers as well. But of course, passengers shouldn't use the, what are it called again? The service car stop. Right. So now, hang on. Let's see what we've got going on here. The commercial stand. Okay, good. Baggage bay connection. Cannot transfer baggage. Right. Hold on. One thing at a time. Baggage bay, right? Baggage bay. Connect baggage bay. Thank you. You're the fella. Right. Status is closed. Okay. Baggage bay. Stand is deactivated. Cannot transfer. Right. Okay. Stand is remote. Service car stop connection. Stand is right. Transfer employees. Oh, we've got to build a stand is deactivated. Cannot transfer non-geo stand. Right. All right. All ahead. 2/3. Helm, all ahead, 2/3. Deactivated boarding desk is deactivated and will not activate. Thank you. Well, that's very useful. All right, we need a service car stop. I'm feeling that nothing's going to happen over here until we get this guy going. So we might just need to sit here and watch this for a minute. Any minute now. Any minute. Those construction dudes that we're paying hourly rates for should just turn up and build things. Yep. Yep. This is not how SpaceX got developed. Okay. They did not become the success they are by hanging around just dilly-dallying and waiting for people to get their act together. Ah, here comes a guy. There's a guy. And he's hard at it. I think we should give him a bonus when it comes to his review this year. I think he's put in the hard yards. Almost. Any second now. We're going to get a service car stop. This is going to be exciting. I mean, technically, we didn't need a remote stand, but why not, right? We get to employ more. What is that? Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Cool. All right. Let's have a look at this again. Maybe move over here so we can see. Okay, the stand does not accept general aviation, right? Stand is deactivated, right? Service car stop connection, right? Stand is remote, right? Stand is deactivated, right? Stand accepts commercial flights, right? You know what? Let's give it a try. Anyone got some champagne? No service car stop connection, right? Let's click on you. Close service car. Well, it's open. All right, hold on. Connect service car stop. That would be you. Right. Okay. So that's reconnect. No, we don't need that. Set pushback point. You know what? I'm going to try you again. You don't like that. Ah, I wish it wouldn't do that. Like it actually pops up right there and I can't set my pushback point. And you can't move it once it pops up. Let's try one more time. Can we not move it? The answer is no, we cannot. Rename, but you can't move it. And I can't set the pushback point because it's in the way. And it won't let me even set it back to there. Well, I can set it up there. Actually, let's try one more thing. Let's bring it all the way down here. Whoop, all the way down here. And hopefully it will pop up there. Set pushback point. Where's set pushback point? No. Yes, no. Set pushback point. No. Oh, so irritating. All right, hold on. Maybe this will work. No. That is so irritating. Like seriously irritating. Anyway, okay, moving on. Open stand. Yay, the stand is open. Quick. Flight planner. East remote 1. Remote. Ah. Well, that's redundant. East. Actually, you know what it is? You know what it is? It's a geographical far east stand. 1. That's what I think it is. Far east stand 1. Remote. Well done. All right. My plan, my entire plan now is to sit here and watch this happen. And I hope we get an aircraft in our remote stand and we get to see what goes on. I'm very keen for this, so I'm going to go up to helm, all ahead, full. High, all ahead, full. Right, let's see. Oh, there we go. We got one coming in at at I can't read, at 1700 hours today. Oh, that was quick. All right, 1700 hours today, which is just about an hour from now. Right. Well, okay, here we go. Everyone get the champagne ready. Don't forget the glasses. Straws are not the way to go with this one. Half an hour, 20 minutes. Well, the excitement is building. Are you excited? I'm excited. Right. All ahead, 1/3. And any second now. Look at this, a bus. This will be the bus. This is the stair truck. And that's the remote car-y, drivey thing for people. A plane. Why is the bus? Oh, of course, there are no passengers to go out there yet. This is looking pretty exciting. And you go and park there. And this guy goes down here and pulls in there. Yeah. Where on earth are you going? Oh, right. You go up almost to the taxiway to turn around. Okay. This is very cool. Well, that's our first remote stand, and we did it without reading anything. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I think at this point it would be nice to give a shout out to Garrett Rostock, who in a previous episode very kindly pointed out that jetways, or air bridges as I call them, on the medium stands turned into an upgrade when they brought out the remote stand. And he was very helpful in pointing that out to me in the comments. From memory, I think it was episode 34. But yeah, I appreciate feedback and I appreciate comments like that, because oftentimes trying to, keep a schedule and publish, I don't get the time to sit down and read the developer reports. But on the other hand, too, it's always quite fun to have a shot at something without really knowing what you're doing. It does make it a little bit more interesting. But ladies and gentlemen, there you are. We are about 40 minutes in, I think, roughly. So I think it's time to call it having had a major success. Look at this. Whoa, down here, there are like lots of people. And they're not going anywhere. They're getting off the bus, but they're not going anywhere. They need to go somewhere. They need to go somewhere. Why aren't they going somewhere? What are they saying? They're hungry. Well, you would be. Okay, anyway, we've got people standing around in the open air at a bus stop. And I'm not quite sure I know what they're doing there. But anyway, that's it. Thank you very much for joining me in episode 38. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did so, please press the like button. And obviously, if you didn't like it, you can also press the I don't like it button. And I thank you if you feel so inclined for subscribing. And I will look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Airport CEO. So until then, it's bye for now.